What's going on? This video gonna be about franchises that teams left that didn't end well. Ty Gray plays this by the way out. Michael Jordan from the Bulls ended up with the Wizards. He should have been a part owner of the Bulls. Ended up with the Wizards. That was a dead end. He was the end of his rope, and that was a bad ending. How that all happened in Washington. Tom Brady from New England to Tampa Bay. They went with Belichick said. Robert Kraft. He wins a ring in Tampa. You never let a ring leave. Shaquille O'Neal from the Lakers to Miami. They made a choice to go with Kobe. It was bad words exchanged, and Shaq won a ring. You don't leave let a ring go. I can pick on Marcus Allen from the Raiders to Kansas City. Al Davis kept him in the doghouse, whiteballed him. Never made sense, even though with Bo Jackson, it never made sense. So I never got that. Pete Rose from Cincinnati to Philadelphia. Why Charlie Hustle got ran out and he wins a ring with Philly. See, these continues of letting the ring go out, I don't agree with. These are off the top of my domes, just remembering. Adrian Danley got ran out of Detroit for Mark Aguirre. That didn't seem right. Didn't make any sense. And how the players get dissed or who you get traded for. Like Dennis Rodman traded from the Spurs to the Bulls for Will Perdue. That's one of the most laughable one-sided moves ever. But they wanted him out so bad that they would settle for the bottom of the barrel. That's one of those situations that comes up about. And I'm gonna, again, I'm just rattling them off as they come to me because I have to think about these things because there's been some really one-sided. Of course, LeBron James from Cleveland to Miami, free agency, but Dan Gilbert called him every name under the sun, disrespect him and his whole being. And then LeBron crawled back and won a ring there. But it's like, how can you respect that when that man said that you quit on the team? He said you were a bum, called you a buster, despite what you brought. This goes to show you the plantation mindset and mentality of how it is and how cold and cutthroat, short-lived it really is. Great players who left and got dissed on the way out is a reality for a lot of these guys. If you play long enough, um, they really don't have. It's strange to see some guys in different uniforms, especially when they made their mark and they cut their chops there, and then they get they get dealt. Joe Montana to Kansas City. Now Steve Young, but really, come on now. Montana is considered anywhere from 1 to 3 greatest quarterbacks ever, and this is how you treat him. That was cold. That's cold. That's one of the ones that come to mind. When I think about Robert Ory from the Lakers to the Spurs, and he was upset about it, and they just let him. Like you can't let a guy that instinct and what he did. Steve McNair ran out from the Tennessee Titans to the Ravens, and they wouldn't even let him back in the facility with Jeff Fish and all that mess. I never understood that one either. That was one that I never got. I didn't understand all that. I mean, unfortunately, with everything, how his life ended and all that, but I just didn't. Again, they act like, they own you for that time, then they're done with you. They don't even welcome you back. I think Colin Kaepernick with the 49ers, because when they were talking about their Super Bowl quarterbacks, they had that commercial where they had Jimmy Garoppolo with Steve Young and Joe Montana, no acknowledgement of Cap. I remember that commercial very well. That was a backhand slap. And how did that turn out? Jimmy G lost, choked that Super Bowl, and Brock Purdy lost and choked the Super Bowl. So, at least in Cap's favor against the Ravens, that they made a comeback, and that was questionable. No call on Michael. Michael Crabtree had that potential. That could have been win the game. So you got to watch how these things are. How they go down. Aaron Rodgers, you could say the Green Bay to the Jets thing. There was some shade thrown at the end. You could make that call. Some of these ones that you think of, you have to like kind of. They're more noticeable in sports when a guy wins, or he had a you had a moment where like how the franchise act like they don't have anything to do with them, or the fans are unruly, because that also pertains to the fans. How they respond to you. You could say Alex Rodriguez when he left Seattle, went to Texas and got booed mercifully, like it's almost like it didn't matter. People are really cold, especially when you're the reason why they came there to root and cheer for you. So, it's one of those things where Dave Winfield went through with the Yankees with George Steinbrenner. The racial aspect with Steinbrenner, so that's real. But anyway, that's just someone that come to mind. If you can think of others, feel free to chime in below. And Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share it if you like. My peace.